And I'm here with another Lent devotional for you. The title of this devotional is If You Can't Believe. And it's based off the idea of what do you do when your faith is tested. Our scripture reference today is Mark 9, verses 14 through 29. I'm going to actually pick up in verse 17. This is right after Jesus asked the crowd of disciples and people that gathered, what are you arguing over? Starting at verse 17. One of the men in the crowd spoke up and said, Teacher, I brought my son so you could heal him. He is possessed by an evil spirit that won't let him talk. And whenever his spirit seizes him, it throws him violently to the ground. Then he foams at the mouth and grinds his teeth and becomes rigid. So I asked your disciples to cast out the evil spirit, but they couldn't do it. Jesus said to them, You faithless people, how long must I be with you? How long must I put up with you? Bring the boy to me. So they brought the boy. But when the evil spirit saw Jesus, it threw the child into a violent convulsion, and he fell to the ground, writhing and foaming at the mouth. How long has this been happening? Jesus asked the boy's father. He replied, Since he was a little boy. The spirit often throws him into the fire or into water, trying to kill him. Have mercy on us and help us if you can. What do you mean, if I can? Jesus asked. Anything is possible if a person believes. The father instantly cried out, I do believe, but help me overcome my unbelief. When Jesus saw the crowd of onlookers was growing, he rebuked the evil spirit. Listen, you spirit that makes this boy unable to hear and speak, he said. I command you to come out of this child and never enter him again. Then the spirit screamed and threw the boy into another violent convulsion and left him. The boy appeared to be dead. A murmur ran through the crowd as people said, He's dead. But Jesus took him by the hand and helped him to his feet, and he stood up. Afterward, when Jesus was alone in the house with his disciples, they asked him, Why couldn't we cast out that evil spirit? Jesus replied, This kind can be cast out only by prayer and fasting. So a few chapters back in Mark 6, verse 7, it says Jesus called his 12 disciples together and began sending them out 2 by 2, giving them authority to cast out evil spirits. So what changed? What was different about this evil spirit over the other? What was different about this encounter? I want to suggest that the object of their faith had shifted. Rather than focusing on the authority giver, they were focusing on the authority that they had. Maybe a little pride was coming into this. What was their faith in? What is your faith in? Do you have faith that you're a really good prayer and so things happen? Is your faith in the talents and abilities that Jesus has given you? Is your faith in the preacher that has been sent to give you a good word or a challenging word for that matter? Or is your faith in Jesus Christ alone? When Jesus tells the disciples that this kind of spirit can only come out through prayer and fasting, I don't know that it's really so much about the spirit as it is a heart condition of the disciples, the heart condition of us. When we stop and we take the time to pray and to fast, we are acknowledging that we need Jesus, that nothing can happen without his authority and his power and his strength. We need Jesus more than we need food itself. So as we enter this Lent season, as we continue in this Lent season, my question to you is, where is your faith located? Is your faith in Jesus, or is your faith in one of these other things that I mentioned? Father, as we come to you right now and we acknowledge that you are our hope, you alone can make a change in our situations. We know that you can and will do what is going to be best for us because we cannot see the whole picture. we trust. Father, when we look at you, we say, we know that you can do all things. We believe in you, but help our unbelief. Have a great day.